Watch this video to learn how to play the Sicilian defense like a pro. Okay, so I'm going to flip the board because it's for black. Make sure to stick around to learn how to play the Sicilian defense. Okay, so e4, Sicilian is a defense for e4. As you can see, the best move according to the analysis is c5, which is the Sicilian defense. So there are multiple lines for the Sicilian defense. I'm going to mainly be going over knight to f3, and then you go knight to c6. And there are multiple possibilities that can come from here. Yeah. So now, most of the time, there will be bishop to c4, which is a good move. As well, a lot of the time, there will be something like this. So I will go through both of them. Okay, so let's start with bishop c4. Bishop c4 gains control of the center. You could see why white would want to play it. A good response to this would be e6, limiting the bishop's abilities, and as well preparing to play the central striking move of d5. So we are planning to go d5, a common move. There are two common moves. They both basically end the same. If he goes there, then we can continue on with our plans to push d5, kicking the bishop out of the center. Takes, and if he goes knight c3, we continue with our plan, but first we go knight f6. Then he goes there, which is excellent, yeah. Then we go there, takes, and we continue with our plan. He could also decide to take with the knight, and then we take back, and then we take back, and he loses. So the most common move in this position is bishop b5. Now, sometimes you will see the move bishop b3. So a good response to this would be something like bishop e6. Really trying to gain central space while your opponent's pieces are kicked back because of our two extremely central pawns. But that's not what's going to mainly happen. So you could see that, I'm pretty sure you can find this in Explore, that the most common move in this position is the move bishop to b5, pinning your knight. That way your bishop doesn't have to move back and it's still doing something, but you have a trick up your sleeve. Now, I wouldn't really recommend playing this trick unless you're playing somebody under the rating of 1200 rapid or whatever it is that you're playing. But you do have a trick because you can push d4. Now, d4, you might be thinking, well, he just moves the knight, and so what's so cool about that? Well, first of all, d4 doesn't work for higher rated players because they'll just take your knight and you'll take back, and you're in a bad position because now he just moves his knight, and it just doesn't work for you. But what lower rated players will do is they might not see that. All they might see is that their knight is being threatened. So they'll move their knight. It doesn't really matter where they move their knight. They could move it anywhere. Because let's say they move it there. I was actually playing somebody higher rated 1200 that actually went there in this exact position. And according to the analysis over here, it is a complete blunder. Because of the move queen a5. So that's the trick you have up your sleeve, right? Because it's check and it's a fork with their bishop. The reason we couldn't do this before the move d4 is because knight was guarding his bishop. So kick the knight away. After the knight moves, then you go queen a5, and he cannot move back, or you take, and you're also threatening the bishop. Most of the time you'll see that, and then you get his bishop, and you are just up a full bishop. So that's one trick to use with the Sicilian. Another thing you might see with the Sicilian, instead of bishop c4, very, very popular, is the move pawn to d4. Pawn to d4 is a good move. Pawn trades. It seems like he's up in the center. There are so many tactics to this. It's crazy. The move to go here is the move knight to f6. It's a book move. We're still in the middle of the Sicilian. It targets his pawn, and what you'll see back is knight c3. And then in this position, you have two options. But I think that the better option is going g6. It's a book move. There is another option. If you'd prefer, you can go e5, kicking the knight, which is also a book move. Knight moves back, and you have a regular position. These are, knight db5 is best. Sorry, but either way, you have a fair position. You guys are both fine in development. And there's also the move g6. After the move g6, a lot of the times you'll see this. This is probably one of the more common moves. It is also a book move. You fianchetto the bishop, g7, you're preparing castle. As well, you also have a small trick up your sleeve. Believe it or not, you are actually threatening his pawn. And the reason you're threatening his pawn is, well, you might think, well, how am I threatening his pawn? Takes, and then takes. How in the world would I be threatening his pawn? Well, let's look closer at it. Let's say white castles, which is good move, fine move. Now we are able to take, and after takes, it seems like we just blundered a knight, but actually we can just take, I believe, with our bishop, or it says here better with the knight, and we are just up a pawn. So you do have this tactic, if you ever want it. And another, if that doesn't happen, say he goes bishop e3, defending his knight, this no longer works. You have to remember that. This no longer works, because now his knight has extra protection, and you will lose it. Maybe a move here would be, I'm not sure why the computer doesn't like this. Let's see what it says. It's good. Okay, so yeah, you have the fork, but it's still not great for you. So if he goes bishop e3, don't play it. And that's a lot about the Sicilian defense. Make sure to comment down below which opening you want to see next, and I will consider doing it. Subscribe.